Greetings to you, lads and lasses. This is Pete Bertolero, the pipe pastor, and it's a nice fine day out here in Fresno, California, and I had the privilege of smoking a wonderful pipe. Where do you see this pipe? This is a pipe that some of the men in my church got me. And it's called the Bruce, and it's made by Johnson Pipes. Elven rooms at the top. Just a drop dead. Gorgeous, expensive pipe. Smokes great. Smoking some Black Gold Plus today. Thank you so much. All you guys and gals that took the time last week to wish me happy birthday. I was very, very thoughtful of you, and I really appreciate it. My son Ben wrote me this great birthday tribute that I thought I published on my page. It ended up getting published on Pipe Smokers of Ireland, and it was kind of personal, and sorry about that. I thought I did it on my page, but it's over the top. He kind of took General MacArthur's prayer, "Build me a man, build me a boy," and recrafted it. Pretty cool, and yeah, it made me all soft and mushy gushy. But I turned 60. It feels old. What? No use fighting it now, I guess, huh? How's everything going with you all? I know there's some trying things going on in Pipe Smokers of Ireland's community, and I want you to know, for whatever it's worth to you, I'm praying for you, and holding you close and dear to my heart, and just believing that things are going to turn out well for you. Just got out of church, and I preached on a brief biography of St. Nicholas of Myralesia, from which the perversions of Santa Claus has come from. Incredible guy. One of my favorite saints. My top favorite saints are St. Francis, St. Patrick, and St. Nicholas, and he's one heck of a guy. So some people in the church kind of put together a garb much like he would have worn, and it was hot. But went well. It'll be up on my my website, greentreecommunity.net. Those of you that are interested in any of that stuff. Oh goodness. Haven't smoked Black Gold Plus in a while. My. Whenever I don't do that with my three favorites and start smoking one again, it just is absolutely tremendous. Well, I'm used to speaking to men and to boys in a captive setting, whether it's camps or church or men's breakfast, that kind of thing, and used to people hearing me in context, and that's not the case here. And it's real easy, especially for someone who's bowed up or they have an axe to grind to hear me wrong. I post these on my YouTube community webpage too, and been surprised at some of the responses that I've gotten. Everything's been pretty positive. A couple of negatives. So I had no idea it was going to be controversial. But it's not going to get better, I'm afraid. So we're talking about masculine virtue and the masculine gender, the way that men are wired, and how that bodes as far as men being moral, virtuous, righteous. Because we have our own brand. Women are all those things too, but in different ways. And most of the time, in our feminized culture, it mislabels us when we are not behaving in the feminine gender style of those things. And so that's what we're talking about, but because pussification or emasculation was new to some of you in terms of psychological emasculation, I thought I'd parentheses the series with a series in the middle of it just on pussification. So I'm talking today on the effects of emasculation or pussification. And there's three. The three effects I'll be dealing with is, number one, it creates geldings out of men. Two, it creates a generational emasculation. And three, it pacifies men. It causes them to be passive. In the book by Dr. Robert Lewis, entitled Raising a Modern Day Knight, he breaks down about 5 things that make up chivalric manhood. And the very first thing is a real man, or a genuine man, an authentic man, rejects passivity. He initiates. In fact, that's the first letter in the acrostic ideal for the ideal man. The ideal man is not passive. He initiates, and he's disciplined. That's the D in it. And he's empathetic. He's an encourager. He's an achiever. He's a leader. And so today I want to talk about the concept of a gelding man. It's one I got from C.S. Lewis, by the way. I want to show you that I don't have an axe to grind. This isn't stuff I pulled out of the air and made up, because I'm a woman hater, he-man woman hater. I love women, and my new emphasis this year is going to be on speaking to a church about girls and women. I'm looking forward to it. But we're talking about men right now. We're talking about an epidemic among men of lacking the masculine ideal virtues, that a lot of men have lost their way and don't know the 5 characteristics, as Robert Lewis was calling them, of authentic masculinity, or chivalric masculinity, which is a real man rejects passivity, a real man assumes personal responsibility, a real man leads courageously, a real man accepts a transcendent cause, some cause that's greater than himself, and he competes for a heavenly reward. So in talking about geldings, one of the chief causes of psychological emasculation is the spirit of misandry. And I've said that word a couple of times now. We get the word misandry, or M-I-S-A-N-D-R-Y, from the Greek words misandros, which is a combination of two words. Missos is hatred of, andros is man, or male, or masculinity. And so misandros is used in this kind of an understanding. From a feminist perspective, we might say it's the female hatred of, or the fear of, male genders. So if a woman is a misandrist, that means that from her perspective she has a hatred of or fear of the male gender for some reason. But for the last 60 years, more and more men have become misandrous as well.